Welcome back to the channel. Today we're back on Disney property, which always feels like home. And I'm so excited to share our stay at this very unique resort at Disney World, which is Port Orleans French Quarter. This charming resort has so much character and a vibe that's totally different than any others on property. So grab a beignet, sit back, and let's dive into our magical stay. We are at Port Orleans French Quarter, checking out our room, which is a newly renovated room in Building 6. This is a Riverview room, and here we go. Oh my gosh, I love the Princess and the Frog. Look at this, how pretty. You have your seating area here, window in the front, so adorable. And then it looks like this is a connecting room. But I love the new bedding. Look how pretty this is. Nice and fresh. They've redone the flooring. So nice. I'm gonna turn on these switches. See what these lights look like. Oh, very pretty. All right, you have your Hey Disney down here, your phone plugs. I see more Princess and the Frog inspired art. This cabinetry is great, so much storage. And then our coffee area, very Mardi Gras. So cute. We got everything that you need right here. And then we have your bathroom. Beautiful double sinks, full length mirror, shelving. You have some hangers here. And I love these floors. So pretty. And then you have your bath, shower tub combo. I like how they changed this right here to a barn door instead of the curtain that was here before. So very nice. And then you have your beverage cooler down there. Lots of plugs. So very, very nice. And I love the view out the window. That concludes our room tour. Can't forget the little Mickey. Something else that I wanted to point out that we really appreciate is a ceiling fan in the room. And then here is another look at the view from our room of the river. In addition to these beautifully refreshed Princess and the Frog themed room, this resort has just undergone a lobby refresh as well. Hey again, we're gonna go ahead and look around Port Orleans French Quarter. I can't wait to show you around this beautiful resort. I think we might try to walk down towards Riverside, French Quarter Riverside, and Port Orleans French Quarter and Port Orleans Riverside are sister properties, and they're connected by a really nice walkway. So we're gonna go check it out. The grounds are just so pretty here.
I love it.
I know. So we're staying in building 6, which overlooks the river. Okay, so how long do you think that walk was?
People walking home like 5 minutes. But...
Yeah, just 5 minutes to get to Riverside. That was really convenient. So the water that you're seeing here is named the Sassagoula River, and the water taxis will take guests of both Port Orleans, Riverside, and French Quarter back and forth to Disney Springs, or back and forth between the two sister properties. Horse-drawn carriage ahead, and then these are the Magnolia buildings at Riverside. Oh my gosh. I don't know where they're gonna turn. Think they're gonna turn or come? Okay. Okay. We're just gonna get to the side and look at the beautiful horse. We've actually done this before, remember? The horse rides from Port Orleans, Riverside. Hi! It's so pretty. So we've walked over to Port Orleans Riverside. It took all of about 5 minutes to walk. And there's also a boat that goes back and forth. So we're gonna take a look around. Here's the running trail and also where you can rent Surrey bikes, which is always a fun activity. This resort is actually about double the size of the French Quarter and has two distinct areas of guest rooms. So there's the Magnolia Bend area, which has the more stately mansions, and then the other side is the Alligator Bayou, which is more of a rustic area. Fun fact, Port Orleans Riverside was the first Disney property that we ever stayed on, and that was all the way back in 1995 when this resort was actually called Dixie Landings. This is a great resort if you're looking for more amenities, and they also have dog-friendly accommodations. As far as dining goes at the French Quarter, your main dining option is the Sassagoula Floatworks, which is a quick service restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So here at the Riverside Resort is the shared full service restaurant, which is Boatwright's Dining Hall, and they serve dinner every night. Also here over at the River Roost Lounge, you won't want to miss Yeehaw Bob Jackson, which is known for his wacky piano playing and singing. Okay, so we're heading back to the French Quarter to do a little bit more exploring. Here's a great perk for all Disney Resort guests. It is called the Character Caravan, and if you see this bus parked outside of your Disney resort, just know that there will be characters waiting to meet you inside. As you can see, there's posted times and days for this character experience, and this is completely complimentary for all resort guests. All right, so I'm bringing you back to the resort lobby now that it's not so busy. I wanted to show you around without getting a lot of people on camera. As you enter, you will see the guest services desk where you can check in or speak with the cast members if you have any questions. You also have the option of checking in online in advance if you prefer. Jackson Square is where you'll be able to find all your Port Orleans French Quarter merchandise, as well as any Princess and the Frog merchandise and general Disney World merchandise. Look how cute these mini ears are, especially the little beignet mini ears. Something that I think is really unique as well is they sell things that are specifically from New Orleans or Louisiana to further immerse you in the New Orleans theme. And if you happen to time your visit just right during Fat Tuesday, you're in for something special. This resort hosts its very own Mardi Gras parade, complete with decorated golf carts, themed merchandise, festive treats, Disney characters, and of course, plenty of beads. If you'd like to experience this resort for yourself, let's chat. I'd love to help you plan your next vacation. If you're enjoying this video, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel. The next stop on our tour brings us to Scat Cat's Club Lounge, which is a full-service bar open nightly, and then there's live jazz music Thursdays through Sundays. After grabbing a drink at Scat Cat's, we decided to take a walk around this beautiful resort and go down to the pool area. And over here you'll find Mardi Gras, which is the pool bar. This pool bar menu actually has a lot to offer, including Mickey-shaped pretzels, charcuterie. There's a Cajun chicken salad, and then there's non-alcoholic drinks as well as featured cocktails and frozen drinks, and they have all different kinds of beers and wine. So pretty big variety here at the Grog Grotto. And as you can see here, the sea serpent slide is quite amazing. In addition to swimming in this awesome sea serpent pool, they have nightly campfires, which is the Cajun campfire, and that is held from 6 to 7 p.m. nightly, located in the courtyard behind the buildings 5 and 6. There's also complimentary movies under the stars at 8:30 p.m. on Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturday. Speaking of movies, we just had to watch Princess and the Frog before calling it a day. Good morning from our beautiful room. I just love watching the riverboats pass by. Such a peaceful view. I'm not sure if you can see it as clear on your end, but you get the idea. So we're heading out for a walk soon to show you around, And we're going to be heading over to the Sassagoula Floatworks food court for breakfast. Something that we really appreciate about this resort is that it's actually the smallest Disney resort. So for us, that's a huge perk, especially after a long day of walking in the parks. It's nice to come back to a resort that's easy to navigate without adding a lot more miles to our step count. One of the non-negotiables when you come to French Quarter is to get the Mickey-shaped beignets. Hi. They all look so good, of course. These warm beignets are dusted with powdered sugar and oh so delicious. But be warned, they can be a bit messy. Okay, so I'm going to show you around the food court a little bit before we order our breakfast. Sassagoula Floatworks Food Factory is definitely your go-to for dining here. They're open from 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. so you can grab breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well as snacks here. So you'll find your classic Disney food court items as well as some Cajun and Creole inspired food. This is a pretty large food court with most of the seating located indoors, but there are some outdoor tables as well. If you purchased a resort refillable mug, this is where you'll be able to refill that. So I went for my favorite Disney breakfast, which is the loaded tacho bowl with potato barrels, scrambled eggs, sausage gravy, and bacon. I had to get a little dessert for breakfast because that's never a bad idea. And they had a Princess Tiana inspired apple dessert. And Mike went the healthier route with some oatmeal and fruit. Okay, so next let's walk over to the resort pool area, the Doubloon Lagoon pool. As you can see, it's not very far from the food court and entrance to this resort. As you can see, the Mardi Gras theming extends over to the pool area as it does with the entire resort. Complimentary life vests are provided as they are at all Disney resort pools, and lifeguards are on duty during normal pool operating hours. Welcome to the Sassagoula River cruise. So this is the boat dock that's going to bring guests over to Disney Springs and to Port Orleans Riverside. Our plan for this morning is that we are going to take the river cruise boat over to Disney Springs, do a little bit of shopping, walk around, grab some lunch, and then head back to our resort. I could do an entire video just on Disney Springs, so let me know if that's something you would be interested in. Okay, so we are back from our day at Disney Springs, and it's time to start thinking about our next meal. Tonight, we're making our dinner out of apps here at Scat Cat's Club Lounge, and we chose a few different apps, and I have to say they were all amazing. So we got the pimento cheese fritters, which probably is my favorite, and then we got the andouille sausage nachos and the barbecued wings. Okay, so the warm cheesy center of these fritters with the sweet pepper jelly is literally perfection. The wings, delicious. Definitely get them well done. And then the nachos are quite flavorful, but beware, they are spicy. Next, Mike ordered the old fashioned, and as a surprise to no one, I ordered the Mickey beignets with both chocolate and caramel sauce. A very good morning to you. After a delicious dinner last night, we ended up calling it a night. And today we are taking the bus over to Magic Kingdom. Now, this resort does offer complimentary bus transportation to all of Disney's theme parks. I hope you've enjoyed this video covering Port Orleans French Quarter Resort. And if you would like to see more videos like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And as always, thanks for watching.